At the end of June, I told you about Navy veteran Roy Fulps, who had no choice but to travel to South Dakota for life-saving surgery. Turns out other veterans heard about his trip and joined forces to help in any way they could.
Back and forth, up and down the Pacific.
When you first met Navy veteran Roy Fulps, he was in his kitchen with his stepdaughter, sharing the fact that he needed life-saving surgery to repair an abdominal aortic aneurysm.
It's reaching bursting stage, and so that's why they wanted to do this operation.
It's also when I shared with you that Scott Robinson and his team with Military and Veteran Services of Greater Cincinnati were jumping in to help Roy because the VA wouldn't cover all his travel expenses, and he had no choice but to travel to South Dakota for the surgery.
The request was, can we help with transportation? And that's where we stepped in and said, we will buy those tickets on the spot, get you to the surgery.
Roy and his son took off to Sioux Falls, South Dakota days later. However, food and lodging for up to 30 days for Roy's son and for Roy himself once he was discharged would be on the family's dime, something they could hardly afford. And Roy's story soon hit the radar of the Disabled American Veterans chapter in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
When we heard about Roy being at Sanford, he was already there. So we had a very quick timeline and a very immediate response to come up with.
Kim Hubers is the Junior Vice Commander of DAV Chapter 1 there in Sioux Falls.
We ended up donating about $1,800 to Roy and his family, and we also have a vehicle that our chapter owns that we gave to them while they were here for transportation.
She says it's the mission of the DAV, and one she calls a success in the case of Roy Fulps.
To be able to be there and offer that support is priceless.
You hear that a veteran needs help, then, I mean, it's what vets do. We help each other, and it seems like something clicked and you guys immediately went into action.
We help all veterans, lifelong support, regardless of what the need is. If there's something we can do, when we get the phone call, we're there for them and their families.
You know, I'm told Roy is resting back home earlier than expected, in fact, continuing his recovery as well. I want to thank not only DAV Chapter 1 there in Sioux Falls, but you at home watching for this story and sharing it, for donating money to help cover the costs not covered by the VA as well. Through Easter Seals, your donations raised over $2,000 to help offset those expenses so Roy's family wouldn't have to take on that burden. So thank you.